Hi, I'm Elena Hugh. Welcome to PTC TV. On behalf of Pacific Telecommunications Council, aloha and welcome to PTC'14 in beautiful Honolulu, Hawaii. PTC'14, New World, New Strategies, brings together attendees from more than 70 countries for a 3-day conference to focus on planning, networking, and discovering what the new year will bring. This installment of PTC TV is the first of 5 programs specially created for PTC'14. A new program will air each day featuring executive interviews, keynote session coverage, program information, social event highlights, and more. Each show will be brought to you by PTC TV'14 Platinum sponsor, Equinix. Allow me to introduce PTC's CEO, Sharon Nakama, for a few words.
Aloha! Welcome to PTC'14. I'm Sharon Nakama, and I'm excited that you are able to join us this year for our 36th annual conference. We expect more than 1,600 registered conference delegates and an additional 2,500 business networkers representing over 70 countries. We are looking forward to hosting you for a successful conference. Aloha!
Mobile traffic has had some interesting impacts to the mobile ecosystem. First and foremost would be mobile network operators. For the longest time, mobile networks tended to be a single application network, and that was voice. This is very similar to the behavior we saw 14 years ago when public ISPs came together in our facilities in order to peer and localize the exchange of traffic with one another in order to make sure that the internet delivered a positive experience. We're now seeing the same thing from the mobile network operators. There's some interesting secondary effects to other members of the mobile ecosystem for very similar reasons. A good example would be social media platforms and advertising platforms that tend to co-locate next to one another in order to serve content as efficiently and quickly as possible. Another good example would be handset OEMs, who will tend to proxy things such as email and other types of popular content in order to make sure the end user has a positive experience.
Would you like a quick and easy way to keep track of the conference program and schedule? Download the PTC mobile app and favorite the sessions you'd like to attend. Learn more about PTC'14 sponsors and find out where meeting suites are located. You can do all of this and more. Visit crowd.cc/s/1BFQ on your mobile device, or search for PTC Conference in the App Store or Pacific Telecommunications Council in Google Play.
Aloha! On behalf of the 1,600 team members here at the Hilton Hawaiian Village, I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome you to our islands and the 36th annual PTC Conference. Each year, the PTC Conference has returned to Hawaii to kick off the new year, and we are so thankful to have you here with us. We know this year will be a huge success, and we can't wait to be part of it. Whether this is your first trip to the PTC annual conference or your 20th, we hope that PTC'14 meets and exceeds your goals and is a fantastic experience as well. Best wishes for 2014 and welcome to Hawaii.
PTC'14 is made possible in part by the generosity of the PTC'14 sponsors. Mahalo to PTC'14 Diamond sponsor, Tata Communications. Thank you for all of your support. The PTC'14 program kicks off Sunday morning with workshops, roundtables, and industry briefings. Sessions start at 9 a.m. and will run until 5 p.m. The PTC'14 opening reception starts at 5:45 p.m. and will take place on the Great Lawn at the Hilton Hawaiian Village Waikiki Beach Resort. All full conference delegates and delegates holding a 1-day registration pass for Sunday are invited to attend. Please remember to bring your official PTC'14 badge to be admitted to the event.
days are for rising to the challenge. They're the days to take care of business, when possibilities become reality. With CenturyLink as your trusted partner, our visionary cloud infrastructure and global broadband network free you to focus on what matters. With custom communication solutions and responsive, dedicated support, we constantly evolve to meet your needs every day of the week. CenturyLink, your link to what's next.
A very special mahalo to the 2014 PTC Board of Governors for their year-round leadership and support.
Aloha! Welcome to the 2014 Members Soiree.
PTC'14 is made possible in part by the generosity of the PTC'14 sponsors. Mahalo to each of the PTC'14 Platinum sponsors. Thank you for all of your support.
When we connect the dots, it's not just a line that we draw. It's your information that is shared. It's your business that gathers stride. It's your dreams that take wings. It's your hope to connect with a better future. It's your satisfaction of connecting with your loved ones. It's the joy of discovering new things. The joy of connecting with new people. It's the pleasure of bringing together people and smiles. Because when you connect with an organization that offers you unparalleled diversity, flexibility, reach, and scale, to offer you an unmatched experience, when you collaborate with the organization that is recognized as partner of choice for its stronghold in the emerging markets. That enables you to achieve success at every level. You don't connect the dots. You connect with the world.
Visit the PTC Pavilion and meet with the PTC'14 exhibitors to learn about the latest in systems, products, and services. The exhibits are located in the PTC Pavilion in Coral Ballrooms 4 and 5 of the Mid-Pacific Conference Center. In addition to the exhibits, the PTC Pavilion also features meeting cubicles, meeting tables, conference luncheons, and more. Join us on Sunday for the PTC'14 opening reception, sponsored by Trident, Coresight, and Mitsubishi. All full conference delegates and delegates holding a one-day registration pass for Sunday are invited to attend the opening reception. The opening reception starts at 5:45 p.m. and will take place on the Great Lawn at the Hilton Hawaiian Village Waikiki Beach Resort. A valid badge is required to attend the opening reception, so please remember to bring your badge with you. If you would like to bring a guest, please make sure your guest has a guest ticket. Guest tickets will be available for purchase at the door for $85.
Hi, I'm Gary Kim with Spectrum Futures, and I'm here with the three co-chairs of this year's conference, Masaaki Sakamaki, Francis Pereira, and Joe Weinman. And gentlemen, you have worked really hard for a year. I know I've been with you. And we've got hundreds of speakers, dozens of topics, some of the best turnout we've had in years from regulators and policymakers, for example, both commercial and academic segments. And Joe, if you were to give advice to attendees on the one thing that they can't miss when they're here, what would that be?
I think there are three things that come to mind. So the
say
first
that.
one is that there's just so much great content. It's very tempting for everyone just to stay on the track that they know. So if they're subsea, they'll go subsea. If they're satellite, they'll go satellite, et cetera. But we've got everything going on this year. We've got all of that. We've got regulatory, we've got global, we've got mobile, we've got cloud over the top, and so forth. So I would encourage people to come to as many sessions out of their main field as possible. Secondly, I'm really excited about the IEEE Intercloud initiative. I think it really represents the next wave of cloud computing. So there are a number of sessions there that I think will be of interest. And the third thing actually is several sessions, which are the Executive Insight Roundtables. And as you know, what we've done this year is very different from prior years. Rather than just having a speaker give a presentation, some polite applause, another speaker gives a presentation, et cetera, this is really meant to be a gathering of senior executive peers having some interesting closed-door discussions around the industry, how it's unfolding, threats, opportunities, technology evolution. So I think that'll really be exciting for a lot of people to attend.
And Francis, you represent the academic community, which is a core component of PTC. How do things shape up from where you're sitting?
I think I have to agree with Joe. We've tried very hard to put together a very diverse program, a very provocative program, trying to bring in people who have a different point of view just to sort of shake the boat. But I would ask people to also look at the academic industry panels that give a different perspective, but particularly those on development countries. We have several on innovative projects and initiatives in developing countries. This year we're focusing on Myanmar, which is supposed to be one of the growth areas in the next 3 to 5 years with the ASEAN Economic Community taking root. So I would encourage everybody to look at the development panels that are being put together. We have been very lucky to get very senior academics this year in the conference. So I think it'll be interesting to see their viewpoints on the applied use of technology in these areas.
Masaaki, you are one of our policy gurus, and we have, I think this year, more regulators than we've had in decades attending the show. Thank you very much. From your perspective, what are some of the things that people should be looking for?
Yeah, thank you. I think we have a good slate of representatives from government and policymakers and policy-related officers of the private sector, and of course policy analysts from research communities. So it'll be very interesting to attend the many sessions on ICT policy. We focused quite extensively last year on Internet governance, Internet policies, but this year we will put a little bit more emphasis on ICT policy and the use of broadband infrastructure and use of ICT technologies especially for developing countries, but not just the developing countries, but for the people in the Pacific Rim and Asian countries. And as Francis said, I think it will be very interesting to hear some emerging issues in Myanmar. And the other thing that we shouldn't forget is the mobile field, which is relatively new to the Pacific Telecommunication Council. But I think discussion and the session on the mobile platform will be very inspiring and interesting. And that is related to your initiative. I mean, the mobile platform initiative, the Spectrum initiative that Gary is developing. So we highly regard that initiative.
Well, gentlemen, I have to say on behalf of the entire community, thank you very much for a job well done and some long hours and hard work, and thank you for watching.
The world has never ceased changing. People will never stop dreaming. In a practical, effective, and innovative manner, at a speed surpassing the future, China Telecom will set up more and more milestones in the history of telecom industry. Connecting the world, China Telecom.
Infinera's approach to the subsea space is to bring you the industry's best and most powerful innovations, help drive your ability to generate revenue and lower costs to create a competitive advantage, and to deliver to you a subsea network that's designed for optimum performance for your customers. Don't just take it from us, take it from our customers, from around the world that have trusted in us and continue to grow their network with the best subsea network upgrade in the business.
Thank you for coming to the 2014 Member Soiree. See you next year.
Are you plugged into social media? Then join the conversation online. Follow PT Council on Twitter and use the PTC'14 hashtag, which is #PTC'14. You can also like Pacific Telecommunications Council on Facebook. Looking to pick up your registration badge and materials or register for PTC'14? Visit the PTC'14 registration booth. The registration booth is located in the Coral Lounge on the 6th floor of the Mid-Pacific Conference Center at the Hilton Hawaiian Village Waikiki Beach Resort. The registration booth is open every day starting at 8 a.m. Please remember to bring a valid form of photo identification with you to claim your registration badge and materials.
Hi, I'm Joe Weinman here at the 36th Annual Pacific Telecom Council Conference in lovely Waikiki, and I have the pleasure of interviewing Todd Bundy. Todd, who are you with and what do you do?
I'm with Adva Optical Networking. I'm the Director of Global Alliances.
Cool. And you are here why?
We're here to show a demo of SDN orchestration of layers 1 through 7, and we'll be demoing that tomorrow from 3:30 to 5 on Sunday in Nautilus 1. So we'd like everyone to come and see that, and we think it'd be quite impressive.
So on the off chance that someone watching this tape doesn't know what SDN is, what is it exactly?
Well, today you have virtualization of servers, you've got virtualization of storage, but you don't have virtualization of the network. What SDN does is it virtualizes the network and gives us the kind of agility and orchestration that you get today in a virtualized server world.
And why would anyone care about SDN?
Well, because today when you set up an SDN network, you set it up once and you provision it logically through software. So you're not doing any type of manual intervention. It's similar to server virtualization in the fact that I can spin up virtual servers on demand, but I don't have to go in there and open the case. I don't have to configure any cables, and I can also migrate those virtual machines. But the key is migrating those virtual machines over some type of virtual network, and that's what we're going to demonstrate tomorrow.
So can you give me an example of, I don't know, a business continuity application or other application where your technology would be relevant and the demo would be useful?
Sure. If you take the example of a very large bank in New Jersey, one of their largest data centers, if they had had 6 more inches of rain from Sandy, it could have taken out that facility.
Well, a lot of data centers did go down, so
exactly.
That's a great example.
And the problem, of course, is they probably had a 24-hour notice that Sandy was going to hit them. And if they could have ordered up wavelengths from their carrier and migrated all their virtual machines out of the region. But the amount of time it takes to order those wavelengths is probably about a month. What they're looking for is orchestration where it happens within minutes. And that's what we'll demonstrate as part of this demo tomorrow here in Nautilus 1.
What exactly is the demo going to show? What's the gee-whiz factor?
So the gee-whiz factor of this demo is there's no operator intervention whatsoever. We have a video streaming from a virtual machine inside data center A, and we have a bunch of servers in data center B and C. And what we're going to do is we're going to force a server into overload, where it hits maybe 75% capacity. The minute we see that trigger, we're going to go through our SDN controller and a special application we wrote and automatically bring up additional wavelengths between data center A and B. Then the SDN controller will go out through additional application software, all open source I might add, and bring up the switches. And then we'll go through the same application software and initialize vSphere or VMware vMotion and vStorage to move the virtual machine that is running the video that everyone will be watching from data center A to data center B. And what you'll see as part of this demo, there's no interruption whatsoever in the video itself as it's transferred 50 miles between data centers.
Wait, so you're saying the video is streaming from one server to one or more users, and live, while the video keeps streaming, like I'm watching the movie, the server actually is migrated across a dynamically set up link between the data centers.
Yep, and it's all done in 5 minutes, whereas this particular bank told me it takes them 3 months to provision the wavelengths, provision the switches, and go to their applications group to provision the virtual machines and then to migrate them. What we're going to do is automate that and bring 3 months down to 5 minutes.
3 months down to 5 minutes.
All through an
Pretty
SDN
amazing.
controller, so it gives you that entire orchestration through virtualization. Virtualization of the server, virtualization of the storage,
This
and
sounds
virtualization
like
of
the
network.
future of distributed computing. What other applications are there besides business continuity?
Well, the other one that's fascinating is that this particular bank has got VDI, virtual desktops, worldwide. And what that means is it solves a security problem for them. Because now all the data is back in the data center on these virtual machines. Each one of us has a desktop going to a virtual machine in the data center. Now, if Sandy's coming in, and I've got millions of virtual machines running millions of desktops, I need to migrate them. And what I need is a lot of bandwidth very quickly to migrate it out of region and have no impact on those users. And that's what we're going to demonstrate as part of this demo.
Well, that sounds pretty relevant. So for those of you that are either network service providers or cloud over-the-top service providers, this sounds like the future of distributed computing. So 3:30 to 5 Sunday afternoon.
and Nautilus One.
Nautilus One, okay. We'll
Please
see
join
you there.
us.
PTC'14 is made possible in part by the generosity of the PTC'14 sponsors. Mahalo to each of the PTC'14 Gold sponsors. Thank you for all of your support. During PTC'14, the PTC Secretariat will be located in C Pearl 3 on the 6th floor of the Mid-Pacific Conference Center at the Hilton Hawaiian Village Waikiki Beach Resort. If you need assistance from a member of the Secretariat, please visit C Pearl 3.
At Shaw Business, we listen to our wholesale partners. From investing in our technology to extending our network's reach, we're committed to providing everything you need to meet the demands of an increasingly connected world. With industry-leading transport speeds and a dedicated customer service team to support your business, we offer the services you need to be successful. Shaw Business, providing reliable network solutions so your customers won't miss a thing.
Trident is a $400 million fibre optic communication system linking Perth in Western Australia through the Northwest Shelf to Jakarta and onto Singapore, facilitating voice, business traffic and internet connection into Australia, as well as telecommunication services to the oil, gas and mining sectors.
The project is unique in several ways. First of all, our international partners, which are Matrix and Fujitsu. With the Matrix acquisition comes the Indonesian licenses and permits, which are very hard to obtain. And so Trident's really already got those in the bag, giving us a strong competitive advantage.
The strength of Trident has been speed, and Fujitsu and Trident together are moving at a rapid pace to mobilize the project into environmental planning, route surveys, marine studies. And this is the value of the partnership.
I think it's a great opportunity for Trident, for Fujitsu, for Western Australia and for Australia overall. It's a great program of work.
Trident, now connecting with business.
In the fast-paced world of communications, there is uncertainty. How do I connect safely to the cloud? How do I protect my data from an attack? TW Telecom has the answers. As a leader in delivering business Ethernet, our network connections are secure, scalable, and predictable. Our resilient Ethernet and innovative services deliver faster, better, and easier solutions for you. TW Telecom, moving your business forward.
Your PTC'14 registration includes wireless internet access at the following locations throughout the Hilton Hawaiian Village Waikiki Beach Resort: Mid-Pacific Conference Center, Kalia Conference Center, Tapa Conference Center, Super Pool, Tapa Pool and Bar, and Starbucks. Wired and wireless internet access is available in all sleeping rooms, up to 4 devices per promotion code. Please note your promotion code will be active for 7 days after login. PTC'14 is made possible in part by the generosity of the PTC'14 sponsors. Mahalo to each of the PTC'14 Silver sponsors. Thank you for all of your support.
This truly is a game changer in the industry. We're changing the way business is currently being done. We, as Digital Realty, are the only data center provider out there that can do this. And the internet community is excited about this. Digital Realty Open Internet Exchange is an environment that we've created within our data centers. We, as a data center provider, will just give them the environment and we let the community itself operate the exchange. We are giving the internet community something they've been waiting for, and that is an environment that allows them to provide a better product with significantly lower costs. The current internet exchanges are run in a much more controlled manner. This has created the limitations that the internet community is facing and have become very frustrated with. The exchanges are in our facilities. Customers need to be in our facilities. Connectivity is the key component for data to get from point A to point B. Data comes into a data center to be stored, to be secured, and to be sent somewhere. The connectivity initiative is we're tying all of our data centers together and extending them into the current exchange points. This then creates the ability to get the traffic that's required from our customers and to our customers over our ecosystem. We are creating a new environment, a better environment. Our customers are going to want to do business with us for simply ease of doing business with us, the strength of the company, the quality of product that we deliver, and the environment that exists within our data centers.
We hope you enjoyed Sunday's workshops, roundtables, industry briefings, and the opening reception. The fantastic sessions continue on Monday, starting with the keynotes at 8:30 a.m. After the keynotes, get ready to participate in the Executive Insight Roundtables. The Executive Insight Roundtables give you the opportunity to be a part of the session by asking questions and interacting with subject matter experts. PTC'14 is made possible in part by the generosity of the PTC'14 sponsors. Mahalo to each of the PTC'14 bronze sponsors. Thank you for all of your support. Thanks for watching PTC TV. Be sure to join us again tomorrow. Until then, aloha. PTC TV is brought to you by PTC'14 Platinum sponsor, Equinix. Mahalo, Equinix. Thank you for sponsoring PTC TV.